Let's go, family. Happy, blessed, and amazing Tuesday. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, Crazy Faith the God. In the building, getting ready to start with you guys right now. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing amazing. Hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday. Yeah, so let's dive right in it. Today's topic is going to be from problems to solutions, right? From problems to solutions, right? And every day, we all have problems that we are going through and growing through, and you know, we got to be mindful that we're gonna have problems, and we got to know how to solve problems, right? So I'm just gonna guide you guys today on how to like problem solve with your problems. Um, I noticed back in the day when I was a little bit younger, growing up, I never really had I was not really a good master of my problems, right? I would let my problems get the best of me, but I'll give you guys a breakdown on how I got better at problem solving and to actually move forward through life. But yeah, first thing first, right? When a problem happens, what happens, right? Your emotions start to flare, right? So whether you know it or not, right? I was unconscious about this. Like I would, problems would happen and my emotions would flare and I wouldn't be aware of it, right? I wouldn't be aware of it and I would just be like, wait, hold on, what just happened? Like, what's going on? So I had to dive deeper on what was going on. So I paid attention, the other day, like when a problem occurred, and I was just like, just being aware of myself. Like, all right, we're gonna go through problems, so let me just sit back and just, observe. So a problem occurred. I noticed my emotions flared, and I thank God. I was like, you know what? I'm so happy and grateful I was able to be aware of my emotions flaring. And as soon as I was aware of it, I thank God and I actually was able to grab those emotions and bring them back down, right? Controlled, right? At its finest, right? You want to be a master of yourself, master of your emotions, because if you're not, then your emotions control you. If your emotions control you, it pretty much controls your life, right? So that's one thing that helped me be aware of, mastering my emotions towards my problems, because problems is gonna happen, and some of us, our emotions flare, right, and we don't really are fully aware of it. And when they flare, I want to give you guys the control. You have control to respond rather than react. So if a problem occurs, watch out for your emotions, because that's the first thing that will get triggered, right? Watch out for the flare of your emotions. And all you got to do is just bring those emotions back down to the T, right? Back down to the flat line, right? And then ask yourself, what solutions can I make from this problem? Right? So it's no emotions, it's just a solution, right? Because remember, we don't need emotions to solve the problem, we just need the solutions. So, goodbye to the emotions, we don't need you, right? We cast that out, we reject those emotions, right? We don't accept them, we reject them, right? And now we focus on the solution, right? We focus on the solution to the problem. And that's how we eliminate problems, right? Problems are going to come, so why not be a master at problem solving? If you think about that, right? If problems are going to come, right? Why don't we be a master problem solver of our problems? Why are we letting our emotions flare and get the best of us in determining the outcome and the results of what we want? Right? We got to be super aware of our emotions towards our problems, including me. I'm actually grateful that I'm a lot more aware of this, and I'm actually able to give you guys the value back out, so I can help you guys handle your problems by problem solving, by finding solutions to your problems, right? And I feel like if you guys could implement this, right, you guys will be so further in life, because if you think about it, problems do occur, but if you are problem solving, you're finding solutions to your problems, and you're showing God you're finding solutions to your problems, don't you think He'll take you up higher and bless you higher, give you more blessings that's a little bit higher, right, than where you're at right now? But you got to be able to handle your problems, right? And I feel like that's what He's doing with me, right? He's checking to see how I'm handling problems, right? Am I becoming better at problem solving, or am I becoming worse, or am I dealing with problems like how I was dealing with my problems when I was in my 20s and my teens, right? He's watching to see all of that. He's watching to see the growth, because what He wants to do for you, it's gonna require trust, belief, right? And you got to know how to problem solve, right? You got to know how to deal with problems. Problems will occur in your life, but the question is, can you find the solution with no emotion towards your problem, right? A lot of people are getting caught up. I'm telling you, once your emotions get in the way, it's hard to problem solve. Why? Because it's a blocker. The emotions, the frustration, the anger, that blocks the solution. So there's no point even having emotions. It's just straight problem solving, right? It's just finding the solution with no emotions. I noticed this the other day. Like, I'm like, why am I getting frustrated? Why am I getting mad over a problem, right? That all I got to do is find a solution to, right? It's no emotions, no frustrations required. So now I know to kill the emotions towards the problem. And if you guys have an emotion towards the problem, I encourage you guys to kill those emotions too, so you can find the solution to the problem, right? And that's a big takeaway, right? When problems come, emotions come too. But if you can kill your emotions, you will find the solution, right? And a lot of journaling helped me with this, right? Being aware, right? I didn't have this high sense of awareness, right? I didn't have that. I had to develop it, right? By paying attention to what my mind is doing. That's how I was able to develop a high sense of awareness, by paying attention to what my mind was saying, doing, thinking, acting like. I was paying attention to what my mind was doing. And this helps you to have a greater sense of awareness. Like, this is so powerful. I encourage everyone to do this. If you have a greater sense of awareness of your mind, then you pretty much control your mind. You control your mood. You control your feelings. You control your reality. You ultimately control your environment. Because why? You are aware of the mind. And that's where the battle is taking place, in the mind. So we should be living every day being aware of the mind, so we can have a heightened sense of awareness and actually fix and solve any problem that comes to mind, right? This is really big. Our minds are so precious, so powerful, and it needs to be taken care of. You should be treating your mind as if you spent $100 million for it, right? Some of us are not treating our minds like we spent million. We got it for free. Like, you should be able to take care of this, and it's powerful. It's a blessing to have a conscious and a subconscious mind, right? We need to value it on another level, right? We need to value it on another level, because it is taking us to where we need to go. Our mind is actually creating the results that we want. And if we don't have the proper foundation and the right mindset and the right people around us guiding us, pushing us towards our goals, dreams, and aspirations, right, you will get stuck, right? So we got to be super aware to strengthen our mind, value the mind, feed your mind good things, because it's the building blocks to where you're going, right? Your mindset is everything to where you want to go in life. If you don't have the proper mindset, you would not arrive, right? So I'm gonna leave you guys with this, right? I'm gonna leave you guys with this. If you guys don't start to learn how to problem solve, and you guys keep letting your emotions get in the way of your problems and not finding the solution, you will always get stuck in your problems until you remove your emotions and find the solutions. God will continue to send those same problems until you're able to master your emotions and find the solution to the problem with no emotions. This is how I'm moving forward with dealing with problems, because I noticed that my emotions towards my problems is not serving me, it's not helping me, it's pretty much useless, garbage, basura. So I gotta throw that in the trash. I have to update myself and understand my emotions is no longer serving me when it comes to problems. And now I get to jump right into the solution, kill the problem, and move forward to what's next. Right? I encourage you guys to do the same thing, and I hope you guys saw better insight on how to problem solve and actually turn your problems into solutions, right? And I hope this would enlighten you guys, and also you guys should share this what you learned today with other people so you can help them rise higher too as well. And yeah, just want to take a quick moment to pray over you guys. God, I ask that you help them problem solve a lot more professionally, right? I ask that you cast down their emotions when problems come, and so that they can see clear, so that they can be aware of how to problem solve their problems and not let their emotions get involved with their problems. Because we know, God, once the emotion gets involved with the problems, there's no solution, and it's going to be harder to find the solution. So thank you, God, for the awareness, the wisdom to kill the emotions when we're dealing with problems, so that way we can find the solution and we can ultimately pass the test through you, showing you that we're worthy of the kingdom, that we're worthy and we are a master ruler of ourselves, and that we are worthy of the kingdom, God. So with that being said, it's your boy Crazy Faithful in the God on the way out. Hope you guys are having a blessed and amazing, 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 amazing Tuesday. Let's go. Tell me, get it.